I am Carey Martell with OriginalGamer.com. I am here at EA's Redwood, Redwood City building with Carnegie Mellon University students from the Entertainment Technology Center. And they are doing a project involving these really fancy cubes. You guys want to tell everybody about it?
Okay, sure. So we're students from Carnegie Mellon University's Entertainment Technology Center, which is a 2-year master program that takes people from multiple disciplines to work on entertainment technology, like video games, location-based entertainment, and well, film and animation. So.
We're currently located here in Redwood City because it's one of the external campus of Entertainment Technology Center. Our main campus is actually located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but students can able to choose which campus they want to go. We have campus here in Redwood City, also in Japan, Osaka, and also in Spain, Barcelona.
So why did you guys pick this particular location? Any reason?
Well, the company we're working with, Sifteo, which hasn't gone completely public yet, is located out here. And actually, one of our professors is really good friends with one of the co-founders of the company. So we were able to have unprecedented access to the company, and being here in this location really is quintessential to that.
Right. I mean, it's basically programming without having any resources on Google. So the only resource was the company, and if we were located back in Pittsburgh, it would take us a lot of time to like get up to speed with the SDK that was not really public until 3 weeks back. So that's the reason, I mean, essentially that we wanted to remain at this location.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys are working on here.
So the goal of the project was to create a persistent board game. Now the persistent board game, we wanted to include both the physical elements that a regular board game would have and the digital components that Sifteo Cubes brings. And for our design process, I mean, Ross will explain what we did through the design process.
Okay, so basically, we started out the semester working with the SDK, which is a software development kit, and designing several prototype games that could work with the cubes that were similar to board games that we played. And then after about a quarter of the semester passed, we didn't go back to the drawing board, but we brought the drawing board to where we were at, in the sense that we went back, we decided to make just board game prototypes and then see how the cubes could fit into those ideas. And so out of that, we came up with this idea called Thief. And Antonio will tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. So we have so far several weeks been working on this prototype. So in Thief, players are international bank robbers. So each player has to try to get as much money as possible from banks and from other thieves. So in this game, we have a board, and there are two things. First, there are banks. Some cubes will behave as banks, and other cubes will behave as bank robbers. So you have several options every round. So you can try to steal from other players or steal from a bank. Also try to protect a bank so other players cannot steal from that bank, or even try to assassinate other players so they cannot do anything during that round. So this game has already gone through several iterations. Right now, even we have added a board element to it, so we can make our own city and place buildings and banks scattered through the city. So it's much more interesting, and we keep iterating and playtesting it right now.
So these cubes are obviously something that's current technologies, something that hasn't been seen before. How did you guys come up with the game ideas for developing on these cubes?
We played a lot of board games.
Yeah, we play a lot of board games, but we targeted specifically board games that have elements that may work well on the cubes. Like if they have tiles that are movable, because the physical interaction with the board pieces is very easy to replicate on the cubes.
And also another thing that we kind of set as a goal is we are targeting different kind of demographic that original Sifteo demo games are providing. Most of these cubes Their demo games are targeted towards younger kids. We can like mini games, casual games, which game experience doesn't last more than like 5 or 10 minutes. And we wanted to kind of make a little bit more complex gameplay mechanics by using cube, because we know that even the adults feels really excited about like touching these cubes around and then play around it. So that's why we decided, okay, let's make a board game that has a lot of this dice and boards, and where you can place it with instruction manuals. And we're really happy about our process so far.
So is this like the first team you guys have ever worked in as game students, or is this like toward the end where you guys are doing like your master's thesis? Where are you guys at right now as you're designing this game? Like where in your education?
So the program is a 2-year program. The first semester is called boot camp, where we sort of like take intensive classes and work on short projects that last like 1 to 2 weeks. After the first semester, we do project for a whole semester. So it's like a 16-week project. And currently, we're all third semester students. So this is our second project. And we have 1 more semester before we graduate, except for Solip. She's actually graduating this semester. Yeah.
So, do you guys have any advice for students who are like game design students who want to get involved with it and all? You each will have an opportunity to say something. So we'll just like go around the table.
Involved with Sifteo Cubes, you mean? Or
Yeah, just involved with anything, like anybody who's studying game development.
Okay. So I think the most important thing is really to make something, anything. If you're art, if you're design, just like get in contact with other people. Like if you want to make a game but you don't know how to program, find a programmer online, in communities, anywhere, to just make something, to really show your work, show what you could do.
My advice is not to let people that are already in the industry get you down. When I first started getting interested in game development, I spoke to a lot of people who were already in the gaming industry, and a lot of them told me that it was very hard or that I should give up, and I didn't let that affect me, and here I am now.
I mean, just to sort of talk about what Ross just said, it's very interesting you said that, because to break into the industry, and especially as a designer, especially as an international designer, is really hard. And it's not just the skills that we all touched upon, it is also the networking and the opportunity to meet other people. And I would say that one of the biggest advantages of joining a program is that you get the opportunity to meet other people. And like when you meet other people, that's when they really get to know you. Like, you know, you can send in your resume, but unless a person really trusts you in this industry, you're not going to get in. So networking and like skills to back it up, I think these are the two most important things to break in.
Yeah, maybe my advice is, if you want to make games, start doing something as soon as possible. So even though you may not know programming or art or sound design, just start doing something. So through the process of making a game, you will find out where is the area where you like working the most. Maybe you found out, oh, I love programming, or I love designing, or I love drawing things and being an artist. So the sooner you start, the sooner you will realize that.
My advice would be have fun and enjoy. I think that's the most important thing about making a game, or any kind of entertainment industry, animations or movie, etc. So as long as you feel fun and able to enjoy what you're doing, I think that's the biggest goal that you can achieve.
Well, on behalf of our audience and everyone at originalgamer.com, I want to thank you guys for your time. Having played your game, you know, it's really fun, and I think it's pretty well designed. I would, you know, if it was out on the market, I would definitely, you know, buy it and play with some friends. It is a really good game, and expect great things from you guys. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.